Welcome to my music channel. I would like to talk today and show you this complete recording collection of albums from Dire Straits. It's a British band that was formed in 1977, and they released the first album, Dire Straits, in 1978. This is not remastered version. These are all first edition, except the second album. I will tell you later. That one is remastered, reissued. But let's just begin with the first album. Okay, this is album Dire Straits, their debut album. This is one of the most successful debut albums in UK and pretty much in world. Came in 1978, and it just changed everything. Mark Knopfler was a very special guitarist. Instead of using a pick, he used fingers, and he had his own style. And the Dire Straits music was something that we never heard before. I was a kid when my brother got this one, and I loved it, every minute of it. The huge song of this album was Sultans of Swings. That was everywhere in commercials and stuff. And so the album that was just unbelievable. A debut album to make them world stars. It was amazing. A lot of good songs are here. It's just Down to the Waterline, Water of Love. It's just one after one after one. It's just unbelievable record. So it comes with inner as founding members there. On the lyrics, you have them back. And the label are Vertigo, which I love these labels. So there was first album that really, like when Van Halen come, it was Edward Van Halen that changed the guitar playing forever. So Mark Knopfler, he did that with this album. So the members, there were his brother David, and then John Ainsley, who stayed with Dire Straits all to the end, and it was Pig Withers was a drummer. So it was very, very simple rock band, which was unbelievable Dire Straits music. So moving on to album 2. This is the one that I told you it's remastered, because the one that I had, first edition, was so bad it got destroyed. So I just thought I gotta buy this album again. This was a rushed in move. The songs are much weaker. So you can feel it that they had to go fast in the studio and record fast. The same members as a first album, and basically, in my opinion, first 3 songs are amazing, and then the fourth and the rest, everything goes downhill there. As the songs are, you can feel it that it was rushed in. So this was, in my opinion, this is the weakest album Dire Straits ever made. This is reissue, and it sounds great, actually. So there's guys there, and there is no lyrics on this record. So more portraits there. And amazingly, they had the same label, Spaceships. It's wonderful. It's 180 gram. I didn't buy it for that, but I just thought, as I say, that my original one was so much beaten up, because I've been listening to these albums like forever. So this is Communique. The second album, which is a weak album, it's not that bad, but it's not great. So then we move on to the third album, Making Movies. I read somewhere that it was told that this is the ugliest album cover. And anyway, first edition, this one too. And here actually things happen. His brother left, David Knopfler, he left the band. So this album was made only by 3 original members. And I had the guest keyboard player, I think the one which he plays with the Bruce Springsteen, Roy Bittan or something. So I had a guest musician. This, I believe, is made in Holland. And you have that great label from Vertigo. I completely fell in love with this album when I got it the first time. It's just great songs. There are many hits here. Tunnel of Love, Romeo and Juliet, Solid Rock. There's one track that I really hate. It's called Les Boys. That was very small there. It's just so stupid. Actually, in Yugoslavia, that song they just took it out. So it was not in Yugoslavian album. A vinyl was not included. So it's just the 6 tracks. And also, obviously, they didn't have this inner with lyrics and pictures. Great album. It was fantastic. Made Dire Straits even bigger. So that was album 3. And then we have Love Over Gold, which Dire Straits became even bigger. This album was fantastic. Everybody talked about it when it came in 1982. So it was like brilliant music. Just everybody got hypnotized by this album. It's just so good. Telegraph Road, Private Investigation. It's just my favorite is Love Over Gold. It is really beautiful. The cover of this album is from Netherlands. The lyrics here. But what I have is, you cannot find it almost anywhere now. This vinyl have a special label, custom-made label. This is actually Canadian version. So I saw this album online, and when I saw the label, I said, what? In UK and anywhere else, they don't have this label. Only in Canada had it. The cover of this album was horrible, so that's why I bought this album again, and I combined it with a great album cover here. Very looked after, and as you see, there are no barcodes or anything. So this is just, I love them the way they are. And that is album 4, very successful. And then they had a live album called Alchemy. I hated the album cover. This came 2 years after Love Over Gold. This is, I believe this is UK. And no barcode. That's nice. So it was like CD had, I believe, had a 1 extra song. But basically, I didn't like it so much. First, this ugly cover here. And look at this. It's just very bad album. Very bad album cover. Not one of my favorite live albums, but it's Dire Straits that I love, so I bought it. They had custom-made labels. That's the same as the other one too. And it says there are no overdubs, no everything. So that means that it's if you want live album with no overdubs or anything, you can just buy bootlegs, and I hate those. So it's like, yeah, okay to have. It's not that bad, but it's not great. That was a double live album coming in 1984. And then came the album that changed everything. Here, Dire Straits became MTV stars. This is the most sold, I don't know how many, I think it was like over 20 million was sold. This is the most successful album of Dire Straits history. Brothers in Arms. How many songs are great in this album? We can just count them all, actually. Money for Nothing is that huge hit, and the only song that Mark Knopfler wrote with somebody else, that's Sting, who also sung on it. Walk of Life, The Latest Tricks. I listen very much to side 2, actually. Right Across the River, Man's Too Strong, One World, and Brothers in Arms. This album need no introduction. This was the album to have. It was the first time released on a CD, which launched that format. We have some information there, and we have lyrics in the back. Also custom made labels. This album was re-released later on as a double album, which I really don't care because this is one vinyl. But there are tracks, Your Latest Trick and Why Worry. They are a little bit longer on a CD, so I guess because of that they put it a double album, which looks ridiculous to have only 2 tracks on the side. It's just so stupid. So I'm very happy with this one. So there you go. That was the most successful Dire Straits album, Brothers in Arms. And then it took so long time to do anything with Dire Straits, so then record company put this Money for Nothing, this best of albums, but Mark Knopfler was very much involved with it. Yeah, you have edit versions of Tunnel of Love and Brothers Arms. Tunnel of No, so I mean Money for Nothing. Private Investigation. These are, I just thought it's okay to have. And had a single, Twisting by the Pool. All right, it was a dancing song. So it's all right to have. They had the lyrics and all the songs here. And so this is, I believe this is UK. Oh no, this is also a Dutch production. It's fine, best of to have. Custom made. And it's very full. It's a lot of music on this one. I believe CD is longer, but I don't buy CDs. And that is that signature playing on Mark Knopfler with fingers, like a special way that he does. So this is like a best of. And it's a good album to have. Then it took like 6 years from Brothers in Arms when they came with this album On Every Street. The album, I love it. I just love this album. Came in 91, and they had a huge tour, world tour. They had it, and they came to Oslo, and I saw them, and I loved it every minute of it. This album is, I think it's an hour long. So it had a lot of songs, My Parties, and Ticket to Heaven. In my own opinion, they were just like a fillers. It could have been 10 songs, but it's a great album. I love it. It's one of my favorite, actually. They have lyrics inside and custom-made inners. simple blue color. It was considered as disappointment because it was huge success of Brothers in Arms. Me personally, I love it. It's just wonderful, wonderful record. It has been reissued as a double album, and I don't care about that because this is one vinyl. All right, and then it comes this one, which is very rare to find. This is On the Night, the last Dire Straits album that was released. This was double vinyl. And you had a sticker here, which is that you can buy separately the 12-inch single and put it inside there. This album is really, really one of my favorite live albums. Songs are unbelievable. There were 9 people on stage. It was fantastic, fantastic album. To compare this album to the Alchemy, this one is like 1,000,000,000 times better. And let me just show you. You had inners here. Fantastic. That's marked there. And John is the only 2 original members in Dire Straits. I believe, yeah, this is the blue, like the previous album. See, our second album here. And they have some information there. There are, I said, 9 members on stage. And this is the 12-inch single that I told you. It's so hard to find these things. That I bought it separately online. I've looked forever. And finally I got it. These are your latest trick that was on the album, but the Bug, Solid Rock, Local Hero, White Theme, that was not on the album. So they put it as a 12-inch single. There we are now. So right now, this album is complete because the way it's supposed to be with all 3. And it's really hard to find this one. So if you have this, hold on to it. I grew up with this band. I was there from day one. I was a kid then, and I just loved everything about this band. Mark Knopfler continued later his solo career, but I just bought, I think, first 2 CDs, and I get rid of it because they were so bad. And I stopped collecting anything from Mark Knopfler because this is the best thing he ever done in his life. So there you go, guys. This is Dire Straits' complete vinyl album collection. Please let me know what you think and subscribe to my channel. And till next video, take care. Thank you.